when they're not in charge. They get things that they don't want that are still in the direction of things that they might want. You know what I mean? Like all the anti-trans bills and stuff. It's like Republicans weren't even asking for it and they still got it. You know what I mean? While the Democrats are in charge, mind you. So it's like, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal to watch them it's phenomenal to watch them mauled because they're such petulant little children that get everything they want. It's like the fucking rich kid on the block, the spoiled little fat kid who just like is always getting everything he wants, but then like sometimes he's not used to being told no, so he just like loses his fucking shit.
Pants came down.
It's great. It's fun to see.
The Trump team has come out saying they're moving forward.
Okay, go for it.
And in the nation's capital. Yeah, well, this is different because it is a state. Become president again, he cannot pardon himself. That's a unique twist here. You know, many people are saying which already has before the election. So I think it doesn't bode well.
You know, Bob, political conventions in recent decades have been kind of boring, perfunctory affairs, lots of ceremony, balloons, big speeches. But now we've got Donald Trump being sentenced just days before the Republican convention. What's going to happen in July?
Usually when there's a scandal, it causes a reckoning to happen inside the party. Think about Watergate in the 1970s with Richard Nixon. Republicans got uneasy about President Nixon's conduct. What did you see this time around? I stood in that park for 6-7 weeks for CBS. We saw red tie Republican after red tie Republican come there and show their solidarity with Trump, including the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. And we're seeing Republicans across the board saying they're sticking with the nominee, even though he's a convicted felon. That tells you Trump has
He's
a grip
already
on
like
power,
on number
and that's going to
6.
affect the entire campaign. Look for the Biden campaign still to bring up Trump's
Really
conduct.
careful
Maybe not to get into the specifics of this case, but to raise issues about January 6th, American democracy, the internal conduct, and say, do you really want this person in power in the White House?
I'm Costa, Lacey. Always great to have you. Thank you very much.
Todd, thank you for being here. Why do you think the jury found Donald Trump guilty on all counts?
I mean, well, I don't know.
Oh, jeez. That's my lawyer, dog. I'm going to jail. That's my lawyer, dog. Oh, I don't know.
You got it.
The jury,
Let's run it
Todd,
back.
Todd,
Let's
thank
run
you
it
for
back.
being here. Why do you think the jury found Donald Trump guilty on all counts?
I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, it's a good question. I think the...
Is it, Todd? Is that a good question, Todd? Todd, you fucking suck, dog. 34? Oh, you had a perfect defeat. That's crazy, man. You had a perfect defeat. He's out here doing impossible things. 0 for 34. Dude.
Oh,
That's crazy. I'm so... I want to do like... I want to do more...
understanding why a jury reaches a verdict is something that every single trial lawyer in the country would love to be able to answer honestly. A lot goes into a jury verdict that doesn't even include what happened in the trial. You know,
Are you okay?
what witnesses are called, what evidence to it. You know, so I think that at the end of the day, it remains true that if the word of Michael Cohen is not accepted at all, then you could not have convicted.
Bro, that shit was so stupid. Like, you have to do that, right? And I get it. For Donald Trump, he's not the because he's incredibly incompetent in doing crimes because he's kind of failed upwards always, right? One of the worst crimes to try to get off because I did that shit. I love doing that shit. I'm gonna do more of that shit. you know, fuck you. Also, the judge is anti-Semitic. Okay, if this is the Israel analogy, you know, he's just doing that all the time. He's like, no, I did that shit and I love doing it. Suck my dick. So it's hard to defend Donald Trump. Having said that, okay, this is like the guy that's testifying already served a sentence for the crimes that he was directed to do by the guy who's being prosecuted in this situation. So your client, you can't just be like, okay, how are you gonna trust this fucking guy? I mean, he's a liar. He's a perjurer. He fucking lies all the time. Yeah, bro. That's what happens when you're doing criminal conspiracy. Okay. And I made an analogy earlier before, like last week, where it's like, if you have a mob boss sitting at a trial, and you have a hitman that is already serving a prison sentence, you just turn around and be like, Your Honor, how can you trust this guy? He kills people. It's like, yeah, for him, for your client, he's killing people for you, for your mans. Of course. Wow, how can this guy be considered credible? I mean, he's killed people. Oh, man. That's why your client is currently being prosecuted. Like, what are we talking about? Oh!
President Trump and the jury convicted. So at the end of the day, they looked past what we thought were...
Chapo take, yeah, dude. I had this take for a couple months now. Suck my dick, Chapo dick. I didn't watch the latest episode yet.
There were fatal flaws in Mr. Cohen's story and his past, and they reached a conclusion.
Spiders! The documents, David Pecker's testimony. I mean, they took all of that into consideration.
Sure. No, look, of course the jury... showed up on time every day. They were very focused on the evidence and on the...
I understand being cynical about Trump actually going to prison, but didn't Cohen go to prison for literally the same shit? What legal reasoning would the judge have for not giving Trump prison time? Because it's Trump. He's a former president. All of the things that I just described to you are the reasons why it would be so fucking nutty. It would be insane.
You're the same.
It would be awesome. But that would be crazy for him to actually get a fucking jail sentence for it.
And there we go. There was a lot, but look, at the end of the day, it was still a case in our view, as we've been saying.
Yeah. Also, Cohen was brought up on more serious federal charges as opposed to Trump being brought up on the lowest class felony.
Don't stop. Just keep on. Pick it back up if you want.
You said 24 hours before Chapo, and yours is funnier. Normally, I don't support you in chatter squabbles, but you just did. Thank you, Motorface, for defending me against my friends at Chapo Trap House, who are very funny, who I listen to all the time as well. Probably worse would be he lose the election and then make him do some form of house arrest.
Oh my God.
My coworker who says smarmy fucking lib is extra unbearable today, but today I can't, but I also can't blame him. Yes. This is their moment, dude. Come on. Libs have a moment today. Libs have a moment. They are right. I am wrong. Okay. I've downplayed it because I didn't think that 34 out of 34 W's was going to be posterized. Okay. And also, the Republicans are so mad. It makes me so happy. It gives me so much joy to see conservatives cry. Our democracy gone. Where is the law and order? This is a banana republic. Like, it's just fucking dope, dude. It's dope. I don't know. Clearly, this shit is political, though. They can't attack Trump on policy. Because they kept all of his horrific policies, but he's powerful. People like him. Hateful people like him, and not hateful people don't like him. But nearly every president has done fucking crimes and bribes. Yeah. Okay.
Nice one.
Sure. Fair.
Go.
This was my favorite tweet out of all the hogs. War. Bro, you are going to fucking war with your hairline. What the hell?
Where you going? Oh!
It's crazy. Apologize to Alvin Bragg. Yeah, I agree unconditionally. Alvin Bragg apology form. Reason for behavior. Check. The media convinced his fake was his case was weak. I don't watch actual trials. I don't know legal ball like that. Mercury was in Gatorade. I was jealous of Alvin. I miss Robert Mueller. I will hereby respect Alvin Bragg, and I will not talk.
He's pushing me! Oh, I'm going back!
I owe you an apology. To be fair, I don't have to make this apology because I have been an Alvin Bragg defender. Okay, I don't necessarily, because like I was a defender of Alvin Bragg. I just didn't, I just thought that this is irrelevant to the grand scheme. Ultimately, it's fun for the time being because it makes conservatives very mad. Everything that you guys have said, like everything that one chatter said.
Don't pull it off the wall.
About, like, oh, this is political. Yeah, so what, dude? It's great.
Jesse, okay?
Told you.
Is Jeff Tiedrick okay? Did he nut to death? Yes. He was warned. Real Donald, we're coming. Watch out. Bionicle Army took his ass out, dude. He was first. Then Jeff Smith was promising. I kind of forgot about Alvin, but he was working. Yeah. He was cooking some shit up, dude. He was cooking some shit up on the sideline. Again, white supremacy in display. Okay? The black man is working hard, and everybody sees a white dude, and they're like, ooh, that's my guy. That's our real savior. Turns out, the black man all along. Okay? It's white supremacy. It's the implicit, it's the biases that we have in our hearts that we don't even recognize. That's what caused everybody to underline. Oh, your case is weak. Turns out, it's not so weak, is it? Okay, let's continue. Soft bigotry.
That relied on testimony of conversations and interactions that took place 8
You didn't realize Alvin Bragg was black? Wait, really? You didn't realize when Donald Trump was calling him like a savage or an animal or many different like dehumanizing things? Both him and also Fannie Willis too. He was also a thug. Kept calling him a thug. And also an anti-white racist. Also, that chatter basically revealed that he didn't watch The Walking Dead. My Walking Dead gameplay, which was very political, by the way, because AJ is a prominent character. Alan Bragg Jr. is a very prominent character in the game.
Were part of the case, but the documents, the 34 counts were documents that really had very little connection to President Trump, but for the checks the few checks that he signed. Look, I very much believe that the jury.
Dude, what is this argument, dude? What is this argument? He's still going off with this shit. It's like, yeah, dude, Michael Cohen just personally wanted to pay Stormy Daniels. Like, what could it have been? Why do you do that?
Get up.
Michael Cohen operating as a fixer for Donald Trump, specifically for Stormy Daniels' situation. Why could he have done that? Like, what other reason could there be? Okay. Gameplay? That's wrong, little bro. Actually, my fucking Walking Dead gameplay was widely celebrated. So you're wrong on that front.
That the jury should have found President Trump guilty. I mean, very much in my
famously doesn't pay. And also on top of that, the entire world knows you as a fucking loser. 34 L's, dude. Posterized. Alvin Bragg put his nuts on your fucking forehead, dude. What happened? What happened? Damn, son. Imagine over 34, I left my job. I'm not even gonna get paid by my client. Woo! That shit sucks, son. That is terrible.
Oh look, this cucumber's red.
I know you disagree with the outcome, obviously. Do you accept that he did have his day in court? This decision?
Not at all.
Come on, you can do this.
I mean, look, I think repeatedly, we were indicted for.
You should pour one out for the real goat, okay? Thank you, Haas. Hey, how you fucking doing? He would have won. He would have at least got a couple of those off, dude. There's no way Taco Penis goes 0 for 34. Okay? My goat. Alina Habba. Taco Penis. He had an all-star squad, dude. What happened? His name is Taco Penis. Joey Taco Penis. Also, who is this guy in the back? Sorry for zooming in on his face, but like, there's this going on over here. I love this photo because he's like, hey. It's like you can tell he's going, hey, my name is Joey Taco Penis. How you doing? Hey, I'm walking here.
Oh,
I'm doing fucking attorney shit. I'm lawyering here. How you
Good boy.
for conduct that happened in 2015, 16.
Oh my God.
Very hard for us to get a fair trial, Caitlin. I mean, and I know the district attorney has repeatedly said today, this is a bread and butter case. We do this. That is not true. It's just not true. It may be that they bring these types of charges regularly.
Paddle backwards now.
But you cannot find a case in the Manhattan District Attorney's history of that office. Years old. Somebody's personal records, right? Not corporate records, it's personal records. So this is not. I think it's naive to say that this is this case all the time. No, and maybe it's okay. I mean, they think it's okay they did it. But
I think that the response to that would be, well, it's also not every day that someone running for president reimburses his attorney who paid off a woman to keep her silent. And you know, when you say about getting a fair jury, this is where Donald Trump. I mean, you know New York well. This is where Donald Trump goes to have his businesses and spent decades of his life until just recently. I mean, that's why the case was here. I think some people would say, well, that's ridiculous that a jury couldn't put their beliefs aside. In this case, don't you think that they would put their beliefs or biases or stereotypes aside to make a fair decision here?
I don't know what they did or didn't do, but listen, Caitlin,
My
it
glasses
matters,
are
right? Like
kissy.
when 100, we did it in groups of about 100 when we picked that that jury, half the jury just walked out when invited to by the judge if they couldn't be fair and impartial. So imagine if you're standing before a group of your peers, right? That's what a jury system is supposed to be. So you're standing for a group of your peers, and half of them walk out before a single question is asked, just because they have an opinion of you that is so strong they can't be fair and impartial. Well, they did not, of course, but that's not the point. The point isn't
The point is, what if they did?
that 50 stayed. The point is that it's telling how many just walked out. And also the fact that President Trump did business in New York, that's not the law. The law doesn't...
What do you mean, dude? What the fuck? Bro, you can't even lawyer your way out of jury. You can't even lawyer your way out of this. You can't even lawyer your way out of a Caitlin Collins question. Like, what do you mean? Of course, plenty of people are going to be biased in either direction, mind you, against the former president. It's actually impossible to try Trump because some people have opinions about him, apparently. Yeah, I mean, law tip, jurors cannot walk out without being dismissed by the judge or by court officials. No, he's talking about when they're selecting a jury. He's saying, like, it's shocking how many people had a strong enough opinion that they would not be able to accurately deliberate without their biases. You're not understanding what he's saying. He's basically saying we live in a society. Yeah.
Okay, well, tough
Let
luck.
me move
If
that
that's
cover
where
back,
you do
Tom.
business, then that's where you're going to
He built his business here and he resided here. And I guess if you think, you talked about the testimony when this happened, well, why didn't the cross-examination of these witnesses, or what you put forward, your defense, why didn't that work? Why did it still lead to this outcome?
Well, that's a great question. If you know the answer to that, tell me. I mean, look, I think that at the end of the day, I do think it comes to something that
Help me out here, Caitlin. I'm fucking starving. I'm sinking over here. Help me out. You got an answer?
talk about a lot of times.
I owed him up.
That there's a bias that you say that this is where he built his business.
1, 2, 3.
As president, as candidate, from The Apprentice, and so I don't accept that this was a fair fair place to try.
Is that what you're going to? What's your main argument going to be in your appeal?
Look, I think there were a lot. That is certainly an argument. I think the timing of this trial and was really unfair to President Trump. There's so much diversity around the witnesses and around leading up to the trial that it just, our system of justice isn't supposed to be. Knows about the case. I mean, and it sounds like
It's one of those cases where you can't avoid it. I mean, no matter what jurisdiction he's tried it,
the law
everyone
doesn't
knows
say
Donald Trump.
the law doesn't say, but if you can't avoid it, tough luck, right? That's not what the
Stop
law
this
says. The
thing
law
is,
says
like,
that
I don't even have to hold
a
it.
person's entitled to because of everything around the lead up to this trial, made it very difficult for the jury to evaluate the evidence of what they knew coming in. And we knew that, and that's not something that we've been screaming that from the rooftops.
Well, let's
So
talk about.
that's,
You said a few times on the appeal. When do you plan to file your appeal?
look, this is one step in the process, right? So we have motions due in a couple weeks in front of Judge Merchan, which we're going to vigorously fight and restate a lot of what I'm saying to you tonight, and other things that happened during the trial that we think just made the trial unfair, including the testimony of Ms. Daniels. If that is not successful, then as soon as we can appeal, we will. And the process in New York is there's a sentencing, and then we appeal.
District Attorney Brad tonight did not directly say whether or not they are going to seek jail time for Donald Trump. Do you expect that he will?
I have no idea. Look, there's a system in place that that where you rely on precedent, and somebody like President Trump should
That's the motor.
I do think this is unfair on Trump. Okay, dude. Just like it's unfair at the top of the hour for those who are unsubscribed, right? That's what you're going to say. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm not even going to look to see if you're actually trying to bait. I'm just going to hope that you're trying to bait. Okay? Stop it. What is this? Group photo. Come on, man.
I'm gonna start next week. I'll be in your project.
Oh, yeah. Get better bait, okay? Clearly photoshopped. You made my head look fucking large on that. All right.
Pedal backwards now.
I think it's very hard to be neutral because he used to be the president and people have benefited or damaged from his policy at all. Okay, guys, there's no way to fucking ever criminally convict or charge motherfucking president then. Like, there's just no way to do that. You can't, there's no, we might as well just say, sorry, former presidents are basically God kings. You are going to still have to achieve some level of impartiality, which I suspect that's the reason why they have lawyers that specifically go through hundreds of jurors in the jury process, in the jury selection process. Okay? Oh, well, sorry, we just can't do that. Cannot do that, no matter what. They're God King. Your drip yesterday was really good.